Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to go ahead and touch on a fragrance that was released in the year of 2008. The fragrance is from the house of Daddy Yankee. It is Daddy Yankee. Now, Daddy Yankee is obviously a celebrity scent. For those of you who don't know who Daddy Yankee is, he's a Puerto Rican artist and, musician, sorry. He's a Puerto Rican musician and he's done various albums and everything like that. So I was not drawn to this scent to review the scent from the artist himself, but the notes that I saw on the fragrance. I saw the notes and I was like, this is something that I definitely got to try out. I know it's a celebrity scent. I don't have the highest opinion of celebrity scents, but I decided let's go for it anyway. So the bottle, as you can see, is not something that I particularly like. I think it's rather cheap looking, but it's available in two main sizes, a 3.4 and a 1.7. You may have some trouble getting the 1.7 at this point. But anyways, the 3.4 you can buy for around $15 retail. So just do some searching and you'll find it $15 or cheaper. So this is a really inexpensive scent. So without any further ado, let's get right into the actual notes of the fragrance. Notes of the fragrance are listed on screen. The biggest takeaway and the notes that I was looking at that really made me zero in on it are that apple note, and it combined apple, ginger, and suede. And really this fragrance is exactly what you kind of get with those. You get this beautiful appley type of a vibe when you first spray it on, that's followed up quickly by this citrusy type of a vibe. Now that apple kind of gives away to more of a melony type of a scent, but that spiciness kind of keeps going with the scent, and finally as the scent enters into its dry down phase and goes to the 2-3 hour mark, you start getting more of a leathery woods type scent going in. And the fragrance ends with a melony, leathery type of a scent for the actual scent. So it's very interesting in that fact, and it was something that surprised me that I really did like. So where's the poop? What's the problem? That description that I gave you was with one spray. When I upped it, when I test fragrances, I usually start with one spray, see how it goes, go 2 sprays, 3 sprays, see how it goes, and that's kind of how I also come to the conclusion of how, I recommend how many sprays for people with fragrances. That was with 1 spray. 2 sprays and 3 sprays, something started happening. I started getting a headache. I started getting a headache with the actual scent, and I realized it's the scent that's giving me a headache. Why is it giving me a headache? And I started realizing more things about the scent at that point. And that was, it's very unnatural smelling, so it's very synthetic-y smelling, which what I mean by it's not a natural apple, it's more of a manufactured apple. I realize that a lot of fragrances, most fragrances have a manufactured type of a scent, but this one is really prominent. So much so at the fact that it does give me a headache if I go 3 or more sprays with this fragrance really quickly, which is generally pretty strange. It's not the strongest projecting fragrance, so I wasn't really catching that, and I wasn't really expecting that sort of reaction. So the fact that they're using relatively inexpensive notes and ingredients really does hurt the fragrance, unfortunately. It's one that I would recommend you go 1 or 2 sprays. I know that sounds strange because it's a citrusy type of a scent, but that's the way it goes with this fragrance. Any more and I started getting a headache with this one. This is good for any age group. I think this is a good fragrance to wear in the spring and the summer where you can get away with that one type of spray. And occasion-wise, I think this is a good work fragrance and casual fragrance, one that you can spray on in both of those scenarios, but I wouldn't really wear it to any other ones on that. Compliment-wise, this is I would say a decent compliment getter, because from the people that I had smell it, they enjoyed it. But they didn't really have the option of really testing it for a long time, so they were just going off one-off impressions. Now, the performance on this fragrance is also somewhat decent. I'm getting between 4 and 6 hours on this fragrance, and the sillage and performance are, I would say, about average on this scent. So it's going to project about this much on you on the time that it's on, and it's going to leave a decent little scent trail around on you. So take it with take that with what you will. It's a pretty decent scent at the end of the day, but it's hurt by the fact that I think they're using the pretty inexpensive ingredients, and that really hurts the fragrance, despite the fact that it really does have a good mixture of scent. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give this fragrance a rating 2 out of 5 stars. It gets 2 out of 5 stars for a couple reasons. One, the biggest plus of this fragrance is the fact that it's inexpensive. for $15 for a 3.4. If you're on a budget, go ahead and take a look at this scent, and when you get it, spray one spray or two sprays, see how it goes with it. Yes, there's not much downside to going ahead and giving this fragrance a try. You may not get a headache when you throw this one on, and you may actually really like this scent. So I would highly suggest this one in that manner. But the reason why I'm only giving it 2 out of 5, well, at the end of the day, a fragrance to me should not give you a headache at the very bare minimum, and that's 1 star or 1 strike off. Another strike off is the fact that the notes in the fragrance are, it's not the most, I'd say it's synthetic, is what I'm simply trying to say nicely. It's a synthetic type of a fragrance, and it's not the best in those terms. 2, it's not as versatile as I like, or sorry, 3 is that it's not as versatile as I would like my fragrances to be. And this one, especially the way that it's presumed and the way that it's made, I would expect it to be a little bit more versatile on that. Okay, so at the end, it's somewhat original, but not really. It kind of it fits what I would expect a celebrity scent to be. Celebrity scents generally tend to let me down, and it's rare for one not to, but it is. But at the end of the day, that's my thoughts on Daddy Yankee. If you have any thoughts on this fragrance, leave a comment down below, or leave your opinion, and other people can benefit from it. All right. So thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.